Executive Cybersecurity Hygiene. How leaders can avoid becoming a cybersecurity liability. In 2024, global cybercrime costs reached an estimated $9.5 trillion, with a significant portion linked to attacks targeting high-value individuals like executives. This costs companies millions in losses and recovery efforts. So, what's the weakest link in your company's security? Well, it might be you. What exactly is executive cybersecurity hygiene? Simply put, executive cybersecurity hygiene can be defined like this. It's the set of habits and practices that protect your personal and professional digital life from being exploited by cybercriminals. It's not just about corporate IT, it's about your behavior, both online and offline. In this video series, we'll highlight the common pitfalls that await many executives and the things that you can do to protect not only yourself as a leader, but your organization as well. Imagine an attacker, using your personal email to impersonate you, approves a $10 million wire transfer. In 2015, a San Jose-based networking firm suffered a similar $46 million cyber heist. Also in 2015, a privately owned commodities trader lost $17 million in an email scam. Yes, it's possible. And yes, it can happen to you. There's a rising threat today for executives. The latest cybercrime trends are simply not in their favor. Increases in specific techniques are up across the board. These techniques include spear phishing, also known as whaling, ransomware, and business email compromise, all targeting executives. So why are executives specifically a target? Well, why not? After all, executives have access to sensitive data. They have the authority to approve actions. Their position of authority creates a sense of urgency from their staff, and they often have weaker personal security than corporate systems. Executives are high-value targets. Their names, positions, and emails are often publicly available. Attackers see executives as a pathway to high-value assets, such as financial accounts, sensitive business data, and intellectual property. Here's the bottom line. You're a high-value target because your access, influence, and personal data are gold mines for attackers. There are serious, real-world risks at stake. Let's go over the three most common ones with some real-world examples. Number 1. Stolen credentials. Stolen credentials are a leading cause of cyber attacks, often obtained through phishing, data breaches, or info stealer malware. For executives, compromised personal or work credentials can grant attackers access to sensitive corporate systems, bypassing traditional security measures. Once inside, attackers can escalate privileges, steal data, or impersonate the executive to authorize fraudulent actions. Here's a real-world example. In February 2024, the ransomware group Black Cat breached Change Healthcare, a United Health subsidiary, using stolen Citrix credentials that lacked multi-factor authentication. This attack compromised the data of over 100 million Americans, including medical records and financial details, and disrupted healthcare operations nationwide. The attackers initially demanded a $60 million ransom, $22 million of which was paid, highlighting the scale of damage possible with stolen credentials. The impact on executives is this. If an executive's credentials were similarly compromised, for example, via a personal account reused for work, attackers could pivot to corporate networks, as in this Change Healthcare example. Number 2. Blackmail. Executives are prime targets for blackmail due to their access to sensitive corporate information and their public profiles. Attackers often use personal data gathered from breaches via the dark web, social media, or through open-source intelligence, often to extort money or influence decisions. This can involve attackers threatening to leak embarrassing personal details, corporate secrets, or fabricated scandals unless their demands are met. In July 2024, hackers breached Walt Disney's Confluence servers and Slack instance using stolen credentials, and in turn, exfiltrating sensitive data like unreleased project details and over 10,000 Slack channel messages. While not explicitly a blackmail case, the leaked data was offered for sale on the dark web, and experts noted the potential for attackers to use it to blackmail Walt Disney executives or employees with access to the compromised systems. The executive angle looks like this. An executive's personal info in such a leak, for example, their travel plans or private messages, all could be weaponized for targeted extortion, threatening their reputation or the company's stock value. Number 3. Corporate breaches via personal compromise. Personal compromise occurs when an executive's personal accounts, devices, or habits are exploited to breach corporate systems. This often stems from weak personal security, for example, reused passwords or unsecure devices, or oversharing online, allowing attackers to pivot from personal to professional targets. The result can be devastating: data theft, ransomware deployment, or financial fraud. An executive's personal device or account, if compromised, could serve as the entry point, as seen with these client-side oversights. Over the next 3 videos, we'll dive into why this matters, how attackers gather info on you, and what you can do about it. Let's start protecting what matters most.